I'm Darius McDermott, Managing Director of FundCalibre. Today I'm here with Chris Elliot and Ben Peters, co-managers of the Evenlode Global Income Fund. Ben, you've launched this fund off the back of a very successful UK offering, the Evenlode UK Income Fund. Can you tell us how you pick stocks and what you look for?
Yeah, well, our whole approach at Evenlode Investment is to look for companies that can deliver a decent yield today, but very importantly, a growing income stream into the future. And we find those by looking for what we define to be quality companies.
I know you look for sort of three characteristics to define those quality companies. What are those characteristics?
Yeah, we look for companies that can generate excess cash flow over and above what they need in their operations. And those types of companies tend to exhibit characteristics of having high barriers to entry, having a defendable competitive position. And very importantly, they do something that adds value to their customers. So the customer makes their purchase decision not just based on the price of the product. So something like an Oracle or a Microsoft, a software company where the software becomes very embedded in a company's operations, that's the sort of company we're looking for.
And Chris, you're co-manager on this fund. Obviously you're here to help pick stocks, but also as a team you need to be able to challenge Ben. Can you give us an example of that sort of interaction that you've had recently?
Sure. So as a team, we'll buy into the Evenlode investment philosophy, which Ben just described. But more than that, we have a process in place, which means everybody in our investment team is inputting into the investment decisions that we make and is really taking part in assessing risk factors for the various companies so that we have responsible position sizing. The
fund is reasonably new, 18 months old, but it's performed very well. Can you highlight a couple of areas that have done particularly well?
Yeah, we've been pleased with performance, not only in terms of absolute returns, but in terms of the profile of the performance with lower variation than the market. In terms of our top three performers since launch, we've had Cisco, Wolters Kluwer and Microsoft, which all performed very well. The one I'd highlight most is Cisco, which has obviously shifted its business model from a pure hardware model to do more software and solutions, which has put it in a very good position going forward.
This is a global fund. Where is the process and these strong quality companies? Which parts of the world are you finding greatest opportunity in at the moment?
Yeah, it's quite interesting at the moment. We've also had some market volatility, which has thrown up some interesting possibilities. We recently invested in Accenture, the large US-listed IT consultancy business. But I don't think that there's been a broad shift in the valuation set. So where we see the opportunity is reflected in the investments in the portfolio. Our largest sector is consumer goods. That's sort of across the lower ticket items like PepsiCo, Doritos, that sort of thing. But also some of the more discretionary companies as well. Technology that we've already mentioned, and some media companies as well. We're looking forward to 2019. We may get some more opportunities, maybe in some of the European mid-caps, say, but we're watching and waiting for now.
Ben, Chris, thank you very much. For more information on the Elite Radar Fund, Evenlode Global Income, please visit fundcalibre.com.